Pretty sure it's 9/6/2013. Not exactly positive on that one. I can tell you it's a Saturday. No, it's actually a 7th. Counting fingers in my head. Monday was number 2. Tuesday would be 3. Wednesday would be 4. Thursday would be 5. Friday would be 6. Saturday would be September 7th. I had to find my way into Philly today. Find an address. The pizza drivers do that all the time, but not that far away. MapQuest did a really good job getting me in the area, but then it was really difficult to find that thing. 0.3 miles, and they were off on that all the way through the city. This is where we got stuck. 0.3 miles to find Kelly Drive. Went around circles a couple times. Stopped at a convenience store. I don't know. I asked the police officer. He gave me directions. They didn't work either. Finally, when I'm thinking, fuck it. I wasn't going to give up, but I was thinking, fuck it. They're going to close by the time I find the damn place. Got there at 3, they closed at 5, and after all the other hoops we had to go through to get it done, it got done at 5:05. I'm sure they were glad to get the deal done too. Everybody wants to go home when it's time to go home. Because it's such a long way away, and there's no way I could use the directions to backtrack because they're one-way streets. So basically what I was looking for was, I know how to get out of Philly. Find a freeway. Most big cities have more than one. Go in the direction you want to go, and then look for side arteries that you know get you where you want to go. I saw 73. We live right off of 73. About 3 miles, maybe 5. But 75 miles down to the city. All I know is when it's time to go, I went the way I knew how to go. Gotta give them credit, man. They were very, well, they're a business and they really want to sell the car. Very polite, courteous, helpful, totally. But if you don't want to sell the car, be an idiot. If you do want to sell the car, be nice about it. So they were a good business. So we ended up paying $2,600, $2,695. For a 2003 Toyota Prius. They said it has well over 200,000 miles on it. But whoever owned it, it was the only owner, and that's a good thing to know. And they took really good care of it. I mean, you can tell it's old, and you can tell it was owned by a female. Certain things, the steering wheel's kind of dry rotted from where you turn the wheel. The emergency brake has no pad. My Insight doesn't have a pad on the clutch. It happens. It gets used a lot, it wears out, it goes away. There's no rust on it. Some key scratches where you're trying to find the key at night. The driver's side mirror is busted plastic, but the mirror still works. Because I had no idea where I was and I didn't want to get lost. I only took it around the block, but it did its thing, and I was very pleased. I checked the oil. It wasn't full, but it wasn't dirty. I'm thinking, when I have to, well, actually, I'm going to say, the inspection is due in February, and I hate doing things in the winter, so I ain't getting anything else done other than inspection. But when spring comes around, things ain't so damn horrible. Winter to me is horrible. I'm looking forward to it to reset things, but 3 months of winter, 3 months of summer just blew by. 3 months of winter, and it ain't gonna blow by. But I definitely want to get the belt. They only have one belt, and if that thing goes, your car's in big trouble. So I definitely want to get that checked, probably, because I don't know, let's see, but I'm expecting to say, yeah, you should get it replaced. I probably don't have any history as to when it was done, and there's no lubrication on the belt. It just eventually gets old, and if it busts, yeah, I kind of like a catalytic converter, but not quite. If the belt busts, all the synchronization gets off, and things might get hurt. The catalytic converter, they say it was gonna melt holes and things, and it probably did. But it wouldn't have nothing to do with the actual moving parts in the engine. There's so many things that a car can do that can cost a fortune. I just think that I'll take care of the Insight, whatever it takes, as long as I can afford to do it, and I'll do the same for the Prius. That particular Subaru, it is an automatic, and she needs an automatic. She can't drive still. Yeah. I kind of know what I want. There's a couple of them over at the used car lot next to West Lawn Papa John's, and they're pretty pricey. But it won't be used a lot, and it'll be a good investment. Same thing with the Prius. So that one was used a lot. Once it's Diane's car, it won't be used that much. Insight do the delivery, Prius do the shopping, Subaru, snow, and big haul. Hopefully that means they last a long time. That's what I get. What I'm hoping for. No beer. Oh, wow, that sucks. On the Ambit Energy thing, I don't know how I brought that up. I asked how much to become a consultant or a distributor, whatever. It's like a franchise, you know. You make enough sales, you make money. You don't, you don't. Current rate 8.1 cents per kilowatt hour, which is only it's about 30% of the total cost of electricity. But why pay more? It's a fact. We generally do the discount rate. Chip, dent, scratch. It still works. Electricity, natural gas is natural gas. So I was like, I know the cookie cutter thing, and you know, I kind of just have questions that dig through it all to get to the point, because I've done this for 10 years and I lost for 10 years. That doesn't mean it can't get better and be doable for me. Amway, Shackley, Melaleuca, dozens if not hundreds of market by, rather than having to spend money to do it. If it was done like that, then you pay them to do that. That's your marketing. You're still paying for it. So, like, what is the entry fee? Rounded up $500. That's actually quite high, but it's worth doing when I have $500 that I ain't got to do this month. It has to do with maintaining and building what is. When you have, that's called an investment. When you got something left over, invest it. When I pitch it myself, I will pitch it in such a way that don't expect the world, but consider it as it could happen. The $500 entry fee, they say if you can find 7 other customers as a consultant, you'll get that $500 back. And if the rate is less than what they're paying, and it is electricity, and it's not like you're switching toothpaste or something, until it's saturated, which should take a long time. They reached 1 million. I think that's the number that Warren would say is reaching maturity. You can trust it. I still don't have $500 that doesn't have to go to something else. When I do, I'm going to do it. And if my rate is less than what I was paying, then I can say that for real. And do my own thing. I mean, I'm going to pitch it my own way, which will keep it much simpler and still say, as I said, I think, they got all kinds of fantasy ways of showing you things you might not have seen. And it's all about price and nobody switching taste. So I think there's a definite opportunity until it is mature itself, not just the opportunity, but the whole company. And then you just grow because the population grows. Yeah. Mm. Well, that's a fact. You know, depreciation. And I'm hoping that that car isn't a lemon. And it wasn't, because it's got over 200 some thousand miles on it. So the only owner that ever had, other than us, bought it new and didn't give it up until it was really old. But the Subaru I wanted was like probably 5,000. That's what they want for the other 2003 Prius. That wasn't her color, actually. She likes the blue one. It looks exactly like her neon. And that's the one we bought. The white one might not have so many miles on it. It's going to take maintenance. If it has 200,000 on it, it probably had a bunch. If it didn't yet, it's going to need it. Inspection sticker expires on that critter Halloween. And that ain't too far away, and we don't make money that fast. Who would love to spend $1,000 a month? Us. Took forever to be able to. Most of us spend more than $1,000 a month, and most of us only get a place to live for that, if you're lucky. Yeah. She saved her whole life, and I studied and tried and tried and tried and failed and failed and failed. And together we got here. Thanks to a catastrophic heart attack in the economy, via Warren Buffett saying it that way. This house, they said, was, well, it actually went for $85,000. We got it for 46 after all said and done. The bank got 35. The other 11,000 went to everybody else. Yeah, the dance. Sugar Ray actually mentioned that he thought it was kind of corny watching some of the things that people do, the towers and all that stuff. And I was like, I don't think I typed it quite this way, but, all things have a dance. And I never fit any of them until somehow I got lucky enough to show I could be a manager. And then they wouldn't let me try it again, and it's okay. I don't have to work 50 hours a week anymore. Thank God. I thank God a lot. I won't say that any time you need to do it, but whenever you feel it, thanks, Daddy. I appreciate it. I gotta say though, I am proud of Subaru. I'm not sure about the Prius yet. Honda, through all its troubles, I held on to it. I know it on it. It's doing better than it ever did 11 years later. Well, it's got this weird tick-tocking in the console. That one bit me. It's just, she broke her elbow so bad that it ain't seen. Well, I just pressed on the skin on the elbow and that hurt. No, I'm actually probably going to shine it up before I try and trade it back in for $1,000. I paid $2,000, and I'll be like, shined it up. You got the hood working and the hatch working. Shined up one of them. I might do both. I made it pretty again. And somebody gonna walk in one day and need a cheap car, $2,000 to get them through the winter. You make $1,000 again on the same car. Might take a while.